സാമേ, നീ ഇങ്ങനെ മൂഡ് ഔട്ടായിരുന്ന എന്ത് സമാധാനമാണ് എനിക്കുള്ളത്?
സമാധാനം അങ്ങനെയൊന്നും ജന്മം വിധിച്ചിട്ടില്ല എനിക്ക്.
എടാ, ഇതൊന്നും നമ്മുടെ കുറ്റമല്ല. നമ്മൾ തന്നെ വിചാരിച്ചത് നേരാകുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളൊന്നും അല്ല. നീ ഇതങ്ങ് അടിച്ചേ, എല്ലാം ശരിയാവും.
Care for a brief? Anyway, name's Sam Kudian, early 40s, single male. Recently separated, lives here alone. We call his wife in with the news today. She sounded upset on the phone, but when we requested, she agreed to come down tomorrow.
Go ahead.
We also called his friend John. He's the one that really reported the death. Came checking on him this morning, and he didn't answer the door or his phone, so we called the cops.
Let's start with the wife.
You got it. We're sorry about your husband, Miss Sophia.
Thank you.
So, how long were you married to Sam?
4 years.
And what was the reason for the breakup?
It was a mutual decision. We both decided to move on for our best interests.
So you two were close?
Yes, we have known each other more than 20 years.
Did he get worse after the separation from his wife? Well, his wife told us he was fighting depression for quite some time.
I don't know what she's talking about. He was very normal.
What do you think happened to Sam?
Sam has been struggling with depression for a long time. I tried my best to get him some help, but he was not ready to accept any of it. To be very honest, he had this coming for a long time.
You think she's lying then?
No, maybe he was. I don't know. He was not happy. It was so difficult for him after his marriage was ended.
So there's a chance he could have did this to himself.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Thanks, John. Miss Sophia. But we're not convinced that Sam did this to himself.
What do you mean?
We think there's more here than meets the eye. The scene in the bathroom does hint a probable suicide. But the bedroom? That's gonna make this much more complicated. We found pack bags and an airline ticket in the bedroom. Looks like he was getting ready to take a trip.
And finally, the last few calls that he made. One of them to confirm a taxi for today. Why would he go through all this trouble just to kill himself hours later? Forensics are done. Body was sent to the medical examiner.
What's the story so far?
Not good. There isn't a single print to be found in the bathroom or bedroom.
Not even Sam's? That's strange.
Yeah, both the bathroom and bedroom are wiped clean, Brad. The whole area's been staged.
What about the razor he used?
You mean the box cutter? That's got his prints on it, all right. But those are no good.
You think they were planted?
Possibly.
They do a trace at the scene? If not, tell them to get on that immediately. Ask his wife and friend to stand by. Looks like it's showtime.
Miss Sophia, I'm happy to report we have made some progress. But we're gonna need your help now. We're gonna do our best to make sure this isn't too uncomfortable for you.
If she prefers your native language here, why don't you go ahead?
Okay. മിസ് സോഫിയ, ഇതുവരെ കിട്ടിയ സൂചന വെച്ച് ഇതൊരു ആത്മഹത്യ അല്ല എന്നാണ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ നിഗമനം. സാമിനെ ആരെങ്കിലും കൊന്നതാവാനാണ് സാധ്യത. എന്നിട്ട് അതൊരു ആത്മഹത്യയാക്കി തീർത്തു. സാമിനെ അങ്ങനെ അപകടപ്പെടുത്താൻ ആരെങ്കിലും ശ്രമിക്കുമെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നുണ്ടോ?
എനിക്കറിയില്ല.
As per your initial statement, നിങ്ങൾ രണ്ടുപേരും കൂടി ഒരുമിച്ചെടുത്ത തീരുമാനമായിരുന്നു ഡിവോഴ്സ്, അല്ലേ? അതിനുണ്ടായ സാഹചര്യങ്ങളൊന്ന് വിശദീകരിക്കാമോ?
I know we just have to be seen to do the right thing rather than actually do it, but I am right about George, aren't I?
I think you've made a very brave decision.
Yeah, thanks.
So what's next?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I've made my point.
Really? Are you keen or not? If Ian and the others don't share your vision, then get some new...
സോഫിയ സോഫിയ ഈടെ വീട്ടിൽ കാണാറില്ലല്ലോ. ഇല്ല, മിക്ക ദിവസവും ഒന്നുകിൽ ലേറ്റ് നൈറ്റ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഓഫീസിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെന്ന് പറയപ്പോഴും. ഇതിന് മാത്രം എന്ത് പണിയാണ് ഓഫീസിലുള്ളത്? നമ്മൾ തമ്മിൽ ഒന്ന് കണ്ടിട്ട് എത്ര ദിവസമായി?
അതെ, ഒരുപാട് വളച്ച് കെട്ട് വേണ്ട. സാം എന്താ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ച് വരുന്നതെന്ന് എനിക്ക് നന്നായിട്ട് അറിയാം. ഓഫീസിലത്തെ കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞ് ഞാൻ വല്ലവരുടെയും കൂടെ കറങ്ങി നിൽക്കാന്നല്ലേ ഉദ്ദേശം. ഇത് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ വലിയ ബുദ്ധിയൊന്നും വേണ്ട. ഭാര്യയ്ക്ക് കുറച്ച് നല്ല ഉദ്യോഗമുള്ള എല്ലാ ഭർത്താക്കന്മാർക്കും ഉള്ള ഒരുതരം വൃത്തിയായിട്ട് സൂക്കേടാണ് നമുക്ക്. ഒരുതരം ചീപ്പ് കോംപ്ലക്സ്. അത് പോരാത്തതിന് സംശയം.
ഞാൻ അങ്ങനെയൊന്നും ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചതല്ല.
ഒരുപാട് പറഞ്ഞ് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട്. Could never believe you be so cheap. ഛേ, ആശ. I'm not going to apologize for anything. അതിന് വേറെ ആളെ നോക്കണം. Listen, കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഒരുപാട് കോംപ്ലിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ എനിക്കും താല്പര്യമില്ല. There is nothing left between us now. I think we should both move on with our lives. അതിന് വലിയ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടൊന്നും ഉണ്ടാവില്ലല്ലോ.
ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാണ്. ഞാൻ സ്നേഹിക്കുന്ന എൻ്റെ ഭാര്യയെ ഉപേക്ഷിക്കാൻ എനിക്ക് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാണ്.
My goodness, what's wrong with you? എനിക്ക് നിങ്ങളെ വേണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്താ ഇവിടെ കാര്യം? We are so done.
But I'm not. I'm not done here.
അത് ശരി. അപ്പൊ കാര്യങ്ങളോട് ശരിക്കും ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടിക്കാൻ തന്നെയാണ് തീരുമാനം അല്ലേ?
Miss Sophia. Were you or Sam seeing anyone else?
Listen, officers, I thought I made it very clear to you how we broke up. We were literally forced into this marriage by our families. You should know how these things work, don't you? ഒരു 3-4 കൊല്ലം കഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടി എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും മുമ്പോട്ട് പോകാൻ നോക്കി. അവസാനം മത്തിയായി. And that's how we split up. Now, if this is too hard for you to understand, I'm happy to write it down for you.
Okay. I hear you. You can relax now.
We appreciate your time, Miss Sophia. We'll be sure to give you a call back if we need you here again.
They found this on the floor in the bathroom, next to the tub.
No shit. Female?
Mm-hmm. And I bet you a whole lot of money belongs to you-know-who.
Send it out to forensics so we can get a match.
To what?
Lucky she drinks coffee.
Miss Sophia, thanks for coming down. But before we get started, I would strongly recommend you cooperate with us for your own good.
I am doing my best.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like you're doing enough. Now, have you ever been in Sam's apartment before?
No. Let me ask you something. Why are you asking me all these questions? Am I the suspect now?
Miss Sophia, we're looking at all the possible angles here.
Really? You think I have something to do with this? Wow. What kind of a person do you think I am?
That's exactly what we're trying to find out. You would know your husband well. Answer me, why would he make vacation plans, pack his bags, and then suddenly decide to end his life?
I don't know. How can I answer for him? You know, maybe he got just crazy and lost his mind. He was kind of unstable that way.
Okay. Maybe you can't answer for him. Surely you can tell us where you were the night of.
I was home.
Alone.
Yeah.
Well, that's not helping you much. At this point, you would need someone to back you up.
Listen, officers, I think you're being extremely unfair to me here. I've been cooperating with this investigation right from the get-go, showing up every time you ask me, answering all these questions. I know my rights here, okay? It's your job to prove what happened to Sam. And you have no evidence, no proof, nothing, and you're trying to frame me as a criminal?
If we had nothing against you, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Unfortunately for you, that's not the case.
What the hell do you mean?
We found your prints in Sam's apartment, in the living room and other places.
അതുകൊണ്ട് so what?
അതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യങ്ങൾ കള്ളമാണെന്ന് ഇപ്പൊ തെളിഞ്ഞു.
Yeah, so what if I went to Sam's apartment? That's not against the law.
Absolutely right. But if you knew that was perfectly legal, why did you hide it from us?
We need to inform you that forensics found the hair of a woman in Sam's bathroom. The scene of the murder?
Murder?
That's right, murder. We believe Sam was murdered and it was made to look like a suicide. Not a good job, though.
Now what? I don't know. I have no clue what's going on here. Who would do such a terrible thing to him?
Well, we were hoping maybe you might be able to help us with that, since you were present there.
What?
We matched the hair found in the bathroom to the DNA in your coffee cup.
This is not true. This is not true. I do not believe any of this bullshit. Guys are just making stuff up.
No, Sophia. We couldn't fake DNA even if we tried. That is a pretty solid piece of evidence against you. Sophia, listen. ആ രാത്രി സോഫിയ എവിടെയായിരുന്നു എന്ന് തെളിയിക്കേണ്ടത് ഇപ്പം ഞങ്ങളെക്കാൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ ആവശ്യമാണ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇനിയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ കൂടുതൽ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാകും. You really need someone to back you up here.
I was home, but I was not alone. I was with my boyfriend.
Call your boyfriend. Either of you mind telling us what the hell we're doing here?
Why don't you take a wild guess?
I'm gonna guess you think we killed her husband. Is that it? Think? Nah. We're saying we know why you did it. Now we just want to know how.
I feel sorry for you, Miss Sophia. You're not an evil person. But you're not thinking straight. If you made a mistake, let's talk about it. Let it out.
Okay, I lied. I have my reasons for doing that. But that does not make me a murderer.
Why do people lie? Only when they're trying to hide something. See the problem developing here?
We have a statement from one of the neighbors. Says she was out walking her dog the other night. On her way back home, she saw a couple enter Sam's house. Now, did you and your boyfriend here pay Sam a visit the night of? If you would rather she ID you both, we could certainly arrange that.
Oh, we went there. We went there that night. I had to get some of my stuff from his apartment. We got in, we got the stuff out. Barely took 5 minutes.
Why didn't you disclose this earlier?
Terrified. This is all of this news coming at me, this news of whatever happened to Sam. I'm just so terrified.
Why would you take your boyfriend with you to grab your stuff? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Yeah? That's because you're a fucking idiot. Now, if you'll excuse us, I think we've had enough of this nonsense.
I would advise you to sit down with your fake-ass Bonnie and Clyde flow.
There are two ways we can do this. Easy ways, you just talk to us. Or we can just place you under arrest, and then you're gonna have to talk to us. You choose.
Jason, please.
Look, we didn't kill him, all right? And you guys know it. What, do you think we'd kill somebody for an affair? What, are you fucking kidding me? And how do you plan on proving this in a court of law, huh?
Well, for starters, we got lucky and found this in Sam's apartment. Enjoy the show.
So you broke into their home with a weapon and threatened him? That's real ballsy.
It's your choice. You got your life or your wife.
Do I look like I'm fucking kidding?
No, it's okay.
Say no to me again. Say no and see what happens. What?
I will.
What?
I will.
Go.
Forced him to sign those papers.
Sign. Sign. Maybe you start by saying hi to her.
And the wife watching all of this. How sick doing that to your husband.
You know, I gotta hand it to you, Jason. That was batshit crazy. And even then, it would have worked out if you were just a little bit more careful about those cameras, huh?
Classic rookie mistake. Mm-hmm. Look at him. He had no idea this was gonna come back and bite him in the ass, right, brother?
Mm-hmm. Now, you think that'll be motive enough in a court of law?
This is wrong. This is just all horribly wrong. I can explain to you what exactly happened. Please.
By all means, go ahead.
We had some disagreements with Sam regarding the divorce filings. He was not willing to sign the papers. So then Jason thought he could go and convince him. And clearly he went overboard.
I didn't go overboard, all right? Maybe I went
Jason,
over
for
there
once,
and
can we stick
I was
to
a
the
little
tone?
aggressive, that's it.
Jason, stop.
A little aggressive.
Just a little.
He did not know Sam had cameras in his apartment. And Sam sent these videos to me. That's when we got scared that he might just take it up against us. So we decided to go back to him.
Which I told you was a bad idea.
Jason,
I said
for God's
the night
sake,
of, it was a bad idea.
We apologized to him for everything that we did. He listened to us. And we agreed to just leave the past behind us and move forward.
Not a chance.
And then we left. That's all I know. Whatever happened after that, I have no clue. ഇത് സത്യമാണ്. സാമിനെ ഉപദ്രവിക്കേണ്ട ഒരു ആവശ്യവും ഞങ്ങൾക്കില്ല. സാം ഒരു വെറും സാധുവാണ്. എനിക്ക് നന്നായിട്ടറിയാം. മനസ്സുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ അയാളെ ഒരിക്കലും സ്നേഹിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. ആവശ്യത്തിന് ദ്രോഹിച്ചിട്ടുമുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ എന്ന് വെച്ച് ഇത്തരം ഒരു കൊടും ക്രൂരത, I'll never do that. I'm not that heartless. You guys have no idea the pain I'm going through right now, okay?
Cut the crap, Sophia. Don't try to play the victim here. ഇനി സംഭവിച്ചത് എന്താണെന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. സാം അയച്ചു തന്ന വീഡിയോ കണ്ടപ്പോൾ തുടങ്ങി നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കാര്യങ്ങളുടെ ഗൗരവം മനസ്സിലായി. അത് പുറത്തു പോയാൽ നിങ്ങൾ രണ്ടും വർഷങ്ങളകത്ത് കിടക്കും. അതുകൊണ്ട് തയ്യാറെടുത്ത് തന്നെയാണ് നിങ്ങൾ അവിടെ ചെന്നത്. സാം ഒരു കോംപ്രമൈസിനും അടുക്കുന്നില്ല എന്ന് കണ്ടപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ നേരത്തെ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്ത പോലെ തന്നെ you drugged him. You took him upstairs, you dumped him in the tub, and then you slit his wrists. You let that man bleed out to his death.
This is not
Medical
true.
examiner report says he was drugged and heavily sedated prior to his death.
This is not true. We have nothing to do with this. All of this is not true.
Miss Sophia, you've been lying to us from the beginning, and we have no reason to believe that you're not lying to us now. It's clearly evident from the video that both you and your boyfriend harbored a desire to kill your husband and then stage it to make it look like a suicide. Not only your blatant lies got you here, but it's both the fact that you both left behind a trail of hard evidence. We have a witness and one of the neighbors that saw you coming into the house. We have your DNA sample from hair that we found in Sam's bathroom. Then we have the affair that you had behind Sam's back. And let's not forget, we have right here on video showing that you're threatening Sam.
ചിലപ്പോൾ സോഫിയ പറഞ്ഞതുപോലെ തന്നെയായിരിക്കും കാര്യങ്ങൾ സംഭവിച്ചത്. പക്ഷേ അത് ഞങ്ങളോട് പറയാൻ ഒരുപാട് താമസിച്ചു പോയി. അന്വേഷണം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നേരെ തിരിഞ്ഞു തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോൾ തന്നെ ഇതൊക്കെ ഞങ്ങൾ അറിഞ്ഞിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ ചിലപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ രക്ഷപ്പെട്ടേനെ. പക്ഷേ ഞാൻ കരുതുന്നത് അങ്ങനെ സംഭവിക്കാതിരുന്നത് നന്നായി എന്നാണ്. കാരണം സാമിനോട് ചെയ്ത ദ്രോഹങ്ങൾ അയാൾ ക്ഷമിച്ചാലും
You both deserve what you have coming to you.
What's that supposed to mean? Come on.
You'll find out.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We were just buying time till the warrants got issued. We're charging you.
You can't do that.
You're both being charged with conspiracy to murder Sam Currian and the murder of Sam Currian. Absolutely, we can. Stand up. Come on.
No. You're making a huge mistake.
There's no mistake.
No. Sophia.
Ma'am, stand up. Come on.
Ma'am, please rise.
Come on. You both have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You both have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you by the courts. Do you understand these rights I've just told you?
It doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you, we didn't do it. We didn't do anything. Take a look at the evidence again. Check your evidence, guys. We didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. Sophia, tell him we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything.
Awesome. Good job, man. Yeah.
ജോണേ, ഞാനാടാ സാം. ഇപ്പോഴേക്കും നീ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ അറിഞ്ഞു കാണുമല്ലോ. ജീവിതത്തിൽ വിചാരിക്കാത്ത പലതും സംഭവിച്ചു. ഒരുപാട് കണ്ടു, അനുഭവിച്ചു. സത്യം പറഞ്ഞാൽ മരണം കൊതിച്ചു പോകുന്നൊരവസ്ഥ. പക്ഷേ അങ്ങനെ പോകുന്നതിന് മുന്നേ ചെയ്തു തീർക്കാൻ കുറച്ച് ബാക്കിയുണ്ടെന്ന് തോന്നി. പിന്നെ അതുമാത്രമായി ചിന്ത. എല്ലാം ഒരുക്കി ഒരവസരത്തിന് വേണ്ടി കാത്തിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ച പോലെ തന്നെ അവർ വന്നു. കഴിഞ്ഞതൊക്കെ മറക്കണമെന്ന് പറയാൻ. അതോടെ പോകാനുള്ള സമയമായി. നിന്നോടൊരു വാക്കുപോലും പറയാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞില്ല. ജീവിതത്തിൽ സന്തോഷം അറിഞ്ഞ നാളുകൾ ഏറെയും നിന്റെ ഒപ്പമായിരുന്നു. നന്ദി സാം.